The National Climate Change Office recently signed off on 2 projects through the Initiative for Climate Action Transparency. One, to enhance Belize's national monitoring, reporting, and verification system, and 2, to incorporate climate finance tracking. But there are various stakeholders from the public and private sectors whose processes of collecting data and establishing reports must be standardized for national, regional, and international use.
What we're trying to do here is to build out the broader monitoring, reporting, and verification processes to ensure that we collect the data, that we process that data, and we report and verify that information according to the Paris Agreement. So within, for example, our NDCs, we made certain commitments for reducing our emissions. We made certain commitments under the Paris Agreement to increase our ambition, or broader ambition, by 5% in this new updated NDC. And so we have to go back and report that information biannually in what is called the Enhanced Transparency Framework and the associated reports that goes along with that.
This phase is simply just setting up the framework to effectively report on the country's progress. But why is it important?
Anecdotally, I think we've made significant progress in terms of in the forest sector. We've increased our restoration efforts, so therefore to reduce our emissions within that sector. Within transport, we've sought to move towards greening, establishing of a broader e-mobility system. And within the other sectors, water and others, we've certainly improved. But again, this is why we need clear data information to adequately track and report on the progress of this.
And so today, as a first step, stakeholders are being engaged to determine where they are and where improvements can be made. Among the priority sectors are energy, transportation, waste management, and the agriculture sectors. But to complete the task, financing is needed. Chief Agriculture Officer Dr. Victoriano Pascual confirms that capacity building and financing is key.
This session is very important because we play, and when I say we, I mean the country of Belize. We play a critical role in how we report to the UNFCCC, and the information gathered is what is usually used to develop whatsoever is required by the various countries, institutions. Even though we know this is very important, we know that there are several limitations as well when it comes to human resources, finances, and things like that. So this forum is very important for us to try to see how we can try to harmonize all of that.
The National Met Service plays a critical role in collecting scientific data across the country and the dissemination of information to the various sectors. Senior climatologists at the National Meteorological Service spoke on how they validate data.
At the Met Office, we're guided by the World Meteorological Organization, which is the UN organization that is responsible for all weather, climate, and water resources in the world. So all our data collection procedures, including how, when, where we set up an automatic or manual weather station, and also how we retrieve and process those data, there is a very strict standard that we go through to analyze that. And then we have a certain format that we need to communicate and also disseminate the information both regionally and also internationally to WMO and other stakeholders.
$600,000 is the price tag for the implementation of the MRV system project across the sectors. Duane, Moody for News 5.